Sorry, I see I'm live here, but my other one tells me live chat's not available. So we might have to. Hmm. It's offline, my other camera. I don't know why this is going, but it isn't. Oh well. I think we'll just have to finish up with this one. I look a little dark maybe, but it's not doing it, and I don't have time to continue. So we're gonna have to shut that one down. As always. It just won't do it. I seem to hear a lot of everything. The mic picks up so well that you can just hear the whole thing constantly. I don't feel well, as everybody can see today, mainly because I feel like I have the flu still. Whatever this plague is, this new one, it's got hang time. So let me try to start over again here. Good morning, everybody. It's Lady Hippy. I wanted to see how everybody was doing, pick some things to scream about or whatever we got to do here. See if everybody else is feeling under the weather like me. I'll tell you what, it's been a day already. We've got thunderstorms on the way, so I'm loving that. That's always the way to go for me. I was watching yesterday again. I after I do my own and between practicing, I like to catch other podcasts. And there are several like me that do as I'm doing now. They just get up there and they talk to everybody, and people just join in on live chat or whatever. A lot of them use TikTok, and some of them use whatever that is now, X, Twitter. I don't have those. I go with Facebook. So once I get finished, I usually pop this one through. I usually edit it if I can, if I have time, and if not, I'll throw that puppy up there. So y'all know that it's me. Yesterday, you might have seen me reacting to something, but what I reacted to, you couldn't hear. So I still have a slight problem with that. On my regular monitor, that gives me power to get to YouTube, the like all this stuff. Has a bunch of little things like applause and laughter and things like this. I think he's even got boobs. I mean, I'm not sure. So I'm like, okay. So I was getting the laughter button, and I'm reacting away, and there's you guys can't hear nothing. So yeah, that didn't go well. So we are still, if anybody's paying attention, and I only have to check into those channels every once in a while. The southern border is a mess. I should say southern or southwest, southern. Isn't that just a mess? Because of the amount of refugees, God help them all. It's not that I wish that they couldn't come to my country. I think it's unfair of them to skip the everything else and the government give them anything they want. And well, not even what they want, what they need. They don't do that for Americans, period. So most of us are willing to walk across the river to see if they'll give us $1,200. So we're swimming. I make just. It's a truly horrible situation for those who are coming across, and I understand why they are, and I don't wish anyone ill. But at the same time, then people are dying. Children are dying. On top of that, there's God knows what else is happening to the women in particular, and even some of the children, I think. So at this point, you're like, what in the world is going on? Why did they leave this way? And I remember that he did that first day in office was what he did. He put everything that Trump had put together, he got rid of. And one of the things was that border fence. And it literally had to stop that day. It had plenty of construction materials, people to put it in. They had to stop. and they couldn't go forward. So, and it's not like they bother anyway. I think there are ladders and everything on that thing. This is a huge border. Thank God Israel seems to have enough trouble, but we have a much wider area that suddenly has been overrun. And it's really not suddenly, it's been 4 to 5 years now. So they estimate 11 million people have come across basically illegally. It's not basically, it's illegally. And yeah, and they're busting them here and they're busting them there. New York has had to put up, grid lines and police lines to say you can't bring them here. See, but that what they were doing was taking them into other cities at 2 and 3 in the morning. And in fact, people finally caught on to that. I thought the funniest thing was Governor Ron DeSantis from Florida. He just dropped out of the presidential race. I'm sorry to see. But he those same buses he caught them and he sent them to Martha's Vineyard. I love that. I love that. Um, I do feel for all of the refugees. These are poor people wanting a better life, but there is a way for it to be done legally. There's always been a way. So that rule shouldn't apply to just say people from Bosnia or people from Ukraine or people from Gaza or people from Afghanistan who I believe also did not have to go through this. But anyone that wants to be an American needs to work at being American. They need to prove they want to be American. Once they're an American, that's the other thing I don't understand. Oh, I'm a Mexican American. Are you an American of Mexican descent? That's more acceptable. But you have to be American, period. If you want to be a Mexican American, you should go home. Here we're a melting pot. I don't care if you're purple. American is the theme here. American. I don't think anyone should have to say anything else other than they're American. I see now in some things you're also having to put down besides race and all of the above, and they don't even need that. Trust me, they don't. I said I am also now retired, as I said, and I went once to the Social Security office, just one time. And my husband had been fussing at me to get it done because I thought he wanted me to do it when I was 62, and I didn't want to do it then. I kept saying no, and that's was during the epidemic, and the Chinese virus. I still like saying that. I'm sorry. I don't know what everybody's doing now. Today I felt like I was like I had the flu. To pardon me if my face goes in and out. And so I'm like, okay, well, we're going to get through this, but we haven't. Oops, there went that one. Probably my guardian angel's time to say you can't have no more of that today. And again, I'm fussing with this necklace. I can't figure out why it just will not stay where I put it. It just doesn't. No matter what I'm trying to do, it seems to want to do its own thing. See, it goes, oh, it's annoying me. No, I was watching a couple of ones that I like. Oh, my word. And it's just nuts here. I'm going to see if I can't do this. And I have two necklaces on, so I'm trying to get it to be uh, where it's supposed to be, but I think we're just going to have to leave it here. There we go. Close enough? I don't know. I can't tell. The camera is backwards too, and apparently my brain does not do backwards very well. Uh, it is a mess here. There we go. Uh, well, in any event, it's close enough. So, thunderstorms up here. We don't have a lot going on, it seems like. We talked about out of place artifacts yesterday and talked about Mr. Edgar Casey, another good one. And of course, Ancient Aliens, Eric Von Daniken. I still have his first original book. I mean, it's so old, it's yellow. So, I've had it since the 60s. I am so into looking into everything. It's like I'm in the show me state, and you're going to have to tell me what this is and what that is, and show me. Talk to me about it. It's one of the reasons I read my Bible, because I don't want somebody to preach at me that doesn't even know the Bible. And I have actually had conversations, I should say debates, with cardinals and bishops in Rome. Uh, and had to have them say, "Oh, you're right," but they had to actually consult their Bible to find out if I was right or wrong. Again, that's silly. if you have something like that going on, you shouldn't have to go look it up if you're a cardinal. I mean, it's just, and this is driving me crazy. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's annoying. So we're just going to have to go with annoying. I didn't really have any bullet points this morning. I didn't have any requests. I have live chat, but again, it's early, and I think a lot of us are dealing with this plague because, like I said before, it comes and then it goes away, and you're stuck with what the heck happened to me? You know, what in the world was that? Because you've been sick for days and you can't get things done, and when you do feel better, you're really weak. It's really insidious. Excuse me. It's like this sinus problem makes my eyes water, and which is not usually a good thing when you have makeup on, which I do. So we'll have to. Oh, and the cat. See, I keep the headphones on because everything is much clearer to me when I do that. And at the same time, it's not. I really cannot believe I don't even have a tissue up here. Not a bit of it. All right, that's it. That's it. That's it. You guys.